Hey you guys, this is Shanita. Thank you for clicking on again. This is the second part of my wash day, you guys, and I am going to try to do several things in this one video. So if you are new to the channel, thank you so much for clicking on and welcome. I hope you will stick around and hopefully you will find something that is of interest to you or helpful to you or someone you know. Feel free to subscribe. I literally post videos as of late every single day. So you have plenty of content to choose from, and I welcome your sticking around and joining us. So I am going to, in this video, I'm going to do my my infamous twist out. It's just so much easier to do after I am ending my wash day, unless I'm doing a wash and go, which I really wanted to do this wash and go because I want to try out a new gel, but it has already gotten really late in the day, and if I do a wash and go, it's just going to drag on way too long. So maybe the weekend I will get back and do that gel because I'm anxious to see how it works. But for the time being, I am going to do a twist out with a new product that I have not tried before from Soultanicals. Love, love, love Soultanicals like everybody does. But they have a twisting cream that I bought the last time I was on the website that I had not seen before. And it is advertised for... where did I see that at? Maybe it was on the website. I thought I saw something about it being catered toward thicker, drier coils. Am I completely... Okay, I don't see it. I could have swore I saw that on here somewhere. Maybe it was on the website, or maybe I'm just making that up and that's what I wanted to see. But at any rate, this is the Twist Assist Supernatural Fragilistic Stress-Free Alafrocious Twisting Cream. This girl's marketing, when it comes down to these names, are second to none. She is so creative, or whoever is doing this. This is so amazing. So this is a thicker butter that I'm going to twist with. And it says, Soultanicals, meet your new curly grail, hold on. Soultanicals, meet your new curly grail. This game-changing twisting cream is the ultimate go-to for shiny, defined, and glide-through styling. Specially formulated for thicker hair textures and coils. Okay, I knew I wasn't crazy. I could be, but I thought I read that somewhere. Not only does this make the perfect styler, the goodie also promotes good scalp health and encourages hair growth. Sesame oil has vitamin E, B complex, and minerals such as calcium, magnesium, phosphorus, and protein that strengthens the hair from the roots and deeply nourishes. And of course, it gives you instructions to use, just like a twisting butter. It is infused with marshmallow root, castor seed oil, cocoa butter, BTMS, cetyl alcohol, candelio wax, syndromonium chloride, guar gum, sesame seed oil, gluconolactone, and sorbic acid, phthalate-free fragrance, an extra twist of soulistic flavor and love. I love, love, love her marketing. So this is what this looks like. It is their typical 8-ounce jar. As you can see, it is a very, very thick cream. It is one of the thickest creams I think I have seen from the brand. And I love this. A lot of brands are putting out these thick butter styling creams for us coarse girls. I love that we are having more options. And what it does is it keeps us from having to layer so many products into our hair to get it properly moisturized. So I'm going to be twisting with this, and so I'm going to be reviewing this and letting you know my thoughts about it. And also I am going to compare the LCO versus the LOC method for moisturizing hair in this video. Someone asked if I would do a comparison and just test the theory on my type hair, and I thought that was a marvelous idea. I've done it both ways, and honestly, I've never stopped to investigate, okay, is it better now or is it better now? And when you do it 2 different times, then of course you forget anyway. So doing it all at one time is fantastic. So I'm going to split my hair down the middle. I'm going to do the LOC on one side, the LCO on one side, and I'm going to be doing it with this brand new butter. So I am going to split my hair into my typical 6 sections. I do not have a Soultanicals leave-in at the moment, so I am going to go to the leave-in that I use when I am testing new products. One that I know will be moisturizing enough for any situation and that I won't have to use a whole lot of. And of course, it is the Camille Rose Coconut Water Leave-In Detangling Hair Treatment. Love, 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 love this. It is very, very moisturizing, extremely, extremely hydrating. I almost feel like I shouldn't use that, because if I use a product that is not as moisturizing, because this is so freaking hydrating, I can't tell whether it got a little help from the leave-in or whether it's just moisturizing on its own. But it is the one that I use when I'm trying a new styler and I don't have a corresponding leave-in to the brand. So I'm going to give it a shot. So I'm going to go off camera. I'm going to split my hair into sections, and what I'm going to do is apply the leave-in, and I'm going to apply the oil on one side. You know what, let me part it off and then think about it and get organized and come back and I'll let you know. Okay, so I am back, and I have, as you can see, split my hair down the middle, and it is in just 2 sections at this point. And I realized that I just flew through that whole talk about LCO and LOC, taking for granted that all of you know what that is, and most of you do. But for any new people who have never heard of this, LOC is a term that was started by, oh my gosh, Rochelle Graham from LOC Natural. She now is the CEO and founder of that company. When she was a YouTuber, she founded this term, LOC method, for moisturizing your hair. LOC stands for leave-in, oil, and cream. And so that is the basis for how you're supposed to layer your products. Use a leave-in, use a oil, and then use a moisturizing cream to style your hair. And so this was founded to be able to hold moisture into your hair for a longer amount of time. And so for low porosity people, that is people who have a really, really hard time getting the moisture down into the shaft of their hair, a lot of them decided that, looking at some of the science and actually experimenting, that they wanted the oil process to be the very last thing that they did. They wanted to put the leave-in on, and they wanted to use the cream, but they wanted to use oil as the very last part of the process, because we know oil seals in any moisture that gets into the hair. So they were afraid, if I put oil on, it's going to block the cream from actually getting in. So they flipped around the C and the O to come up with LCO. So now we have leave-in, cream, and oil. So you would use the cream first, the leave-in, the cream, and then put an oil on top to seal the hair all up, to seal in all the moisture. So basically what I am saying is I'm going to do both methods today. I'm going to do the LCO on your right side, and I'm going to do the LOC on your left side. And I'm going to do this to just experiment with my hair to see which one holds moisture better and longer, and to just see the results of them both at the same time. I'm not expecting a whole lot of difference, but I may be surprised. You never know. I have so many different textures of hair on my head, as probably most of you do. I have mostly low porosity hair, but I have some that is high porosity as well. You can have different porosities on one head, and Lord knows I have so many textures on my head. So I have hair that is really, really loose here in the front. In the back, it is a little bit, curlier, and here in the top, it is tight and it is coily. So hair shapes and densities and porosities of all kinds on one head, and that is very common. So I am going to use the leave-in. This is going to be my leave-in, like I said, the Camille Rose coconut water leave-in. As an oil, I'm going to use this Naturalicious Frizz Fighter. Probably most of you have heard of Naturalicious. They were one of the second companies that I heard of, one of the second black-owned companies that I'd heard of that used a clay wash, a clay treatment to like really, really make those curls pop and clean them and make them shine. And so they have anyway, that's a whole nother thing. If you're interested in Naturalicious, let me know, because I do have their products in my stash. But this is the oil from their brand, and it is made of almond oil, olive oil, safflower oil, and fragrance. And so that's it. Those are some of my absolute favorite oils. And so when I just need a light oil that is going to give my hair some shine and moisture and some goodness, ooh la la, I always reach for this one when I don't want anything extra. I just want a lightweight, shiny, moisturizing oil. So I am going to, so as of right now, I am just going to add the leave-in to both sections. And I probably won't come back and do all of this on camera, but I will need to make myself a note, you guys. What did I say? I'm going to do the liquid oil cream on this side and the liquid cream oil on this side. And I'm going to have to make myself a note so I can remember. So I'm going to start twisting and we'll see what happens and how it goes. So stay tuned. So I am back, you guys. I did not come back, of course, as you can see, after I got all the twists in. It is actually the next day and the twists are all done. They are all dry. I had absolutely no issues whatsoever with putting it on. The experience was lovely. The butter was very smoothing, and I loved how everything went. So it is the next day. I'm getting ready to take this down. And if you remember, this is the LCO side and this is the LOC side. I was very cognizant of keeping that apart because I did not want to mess that up. And so I am going to get started taking these down, and then we'll see what they look like. The Twist Assist has ingredients in it that gives moisture and shine. And of course, the oil has the sweet almond oil and, oils also that provide a lot of shine. So I don't know which of the two provided that, but I love the elasticity. You should be able to pull your hair down and feel the bounce back. That is a sign of moisturized, elastic hair. So I've been doing that all day. I love doing that. I have not stretched these at all. So I'm just gonna proceed with the unraveling and I'll be back. So the twists are all down. I tried to, before I came on camera, see if I could just tell a visual difference just in the mirror myself. I'm looking for if one side has more frizz than another. I am looking for if one side has more shine than another. I am looking for elongation, which I won't be able to tell because I did pin up this side already and I haven't done this one. So I'm going to come in and then you can tell me if you see any difference. This is the LOC side. And this side is the LCO, the liquid oil, liquid cream, then oil. Do you see any difference? I can't tell at all. Now that I've actually taken these loose, gosh, it has so much shine, doesn't it? I love that. The definition is spectacular on both sides. That is another area that I'm looking for. They both look wonderful. So feeling wise, it feels the same. It feels the same. I can't tell a difference at all. No, can't tell a difference so far. So what I will do is unravel, and then I'm going to test how much frizz there is after I unravel and see if I can tell a difference in that area. And then I will also probably have to wear it for a couple of days, and then in a couple of days evaluate and see if I can tell a difference then. If at that point I can't tell a difference, then I'm 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 just gonna call it and let it be and say you just choose whichever one works for you, because either one works for me. But let's unravel and let's see what we get at that point. Okay, hang on. So I am done. I have taken these loose. I have fluffed it out as much as I am going to. I use the same oil to lubricate my fingers before I twist these out that I did in the actual style. I took these out very, very carefully. This is not, something you want to just pull out in a rush, because you're going to get frizz. So this is what it is looking like. It is very, very light. My hair is extremely soft and moisturized. This twisting cream is a winner in my book. I was really focusing on the ingredients here, and this does not have any shea butter. It has cocoa butter. It has condylia wax. It has castor oil, which my hair loves, and bihydramonium methylsulfate. There's sesame oil. I was really kind of skeptical about how these were going to come out. I love Soultanicals conditioners, their cleansers, their clays, but I have not really found a really good staple cream that will hold my hair. They will moisturize it, but the definition just isn't there. From initially, from taking the twist out, the definition is not there. This is the first one that I have found that has held the definition through the unraveling and the picking. So this is an absolute winner. As far as the LOC method and the LCO method, I don't see a difference. I don't see a difference. One side didn't frizz more than the other. It didn't elongate more than the other. It's not more voluminous than the other. I don't really see a difference. So what I would tell you, if you have a method that you use and it works for you, just use that. If you have never tried either of the methods, then I would start with the LOC method, simply because it was the first one that came out, and it is the one that a lot of people had good results with, people that were low and high porosity. So start with the LOC if you have never done it before. And if you're accustomed to using one of the methods and it works for you, then just use what you know. I don't see a difference at all. At all. There's nothing I can tell that would make me prefer to use one over the other. I would probably use the LCO method, just because that one has been shown in a lot of porosity, low porosity people's hair to work better, because you're actually using the oil as a sealant to seal in all the moisture. The leave-in has tons of moisture. This has tons of moisture as well. Very, very moisturizing. So when you use the oil, just let that be the last step if you're low porosity, and that is definitely the one I would probably use in the future. But all else being equal, the frizz, the shine, the definition, the moisture, it's all the same. Now let's get down to this twisting cream. As you can probably guess, This is wonderful. This is fantastic. I love that a lot of the brands are coming out now with a thicker, more firmer butter for us girls who have a coarser hair, and some of the lightweight moisturizers is just not enough moisture. This twisting cream will probably give me enough moisture for easily 3 days without having to retwist or reapply anything. I may have to spot, now I messed it up. I may have to spot it in some places. Sometimes you find that, you know, my whole head doesn't need moisturizing, but there's just little dry patches here and there, and you can add just a little bit to it. If you've never used this before and you are a coarser haired girl with thicker, more tightly textured hair, you will love this. If you are looking for a recommendation, then you have mine. This is wonderful. My hair is a prime example of the hair that is very hard to define. It is very hard to stay moisturized, and so I am having to repeat my excuse me, repeat adding in moisture and retwisting 2, sometimes 3 times a week. And I try to use products that will get me through the week, and this is definitely one of them. Fabulous, fabulous, fabulous. I think they all need at least one thick cream or butter that coarse haired ladies and gentlemen can use, that will give them the definition and the shine too. We like the curls too. So that is going to be the end of this video. I hope that was helpful to you. Soultanicals, thank you, thank you, thank you so much. I don't know whether someone requested an item like this, but it is top notch. Whatever it is you were going for, you did it. This is superior product, and I am very, very happy that I bought it. I didn't show you how much I used, actually. Let me do that real quick. So I didn't use a lot. I will get, I don't know, I'll get a lot of good uses out of this. This is not going to go anywhere anytime soon, especially as I'm using it in rotation with my other products. So that's the end of the video, you guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you have not subscribed, then I suggest that you do so that you can follow along to other product reviews and other little tests and tips that I am trying here. If you are newly natural, if you've been natural a long time, or even if you're considering natural, there is information and tricks here that will apply to hair, period. You will be able to benefit. So thanks for coming along. So I ask you to tune in for tomorrow's video, and give me a thumbs up if you like this. Comment down below if there is any questions you want to ask or any comments you want to make. Thank you so much, guys. Until next time, bye-bye.